First off, I'm just thankful for Steve and the Public Bank for giving me the opportunity to be the Grand Marshal of the Pegasus Parade. It's a huge honor, and you talk about the thing being the best in Louisville. I'm excited to be considered one of the best athletes to come through Louisville. It was a long journey here at Louisville, but everything played out. And like you said, 31 teams passed on, but all it takes is one. And you mentioned that I was able to defeat my hometown school, University of Miami, but I consider Louisville home. I was able to spend 3 years of my life here, establish great relationships with not only guys on the football team, but the people in the community. And that's why I'm really excited about being in the Public Bank Pegasus Parade, because when I attended the University of Louisville, it wasn't just about the school, it was about the entire community, about the entire city of Louisville. So I'm just honored to be here today, and I can't wait to see the smiles on everyone's faces later today.
So fans are calling this your senior day, or their chance to honor you as senior day. What do you think about that?
Oh, that's pretty cool. I wasn't able to partake in senior activities when I was at the University of Louisville, so that's a great homecoming, and also, like you said, a great senior day. Call it that.
You imagine when you came to University of Louisville, obviously, probably was about how much pride and you're great. What's that mean to you to be able to do something like that?
It's amazing. When I first decided to commit to University of Louisville, my mom said, what's in Louisville? Just horses and bluegrass? And you talk about, spending 3 years of your life here, playing football, trying to be a role model in the community. And you never imagine yourself riding a parade or being honored, in a parade. And it's just an amazing feeling. I'm so humbled this day, and like I said, I'm just very excited.
What's it like to be back during this time of year? Derby going on, all the fun stuff happening in the city.
Well, I'm very excited to be back. I was able to come back in town for a day or so, but given an extended stay this time, I think I'll be here for 3 or 4 days. So I'm very excited to be here around Derby time. It's an amazing time in the city. I was able to work the Derby my freshman year in college, so I know how bizarre the city can be and everything. And I'm excited to be here. I can't wait to see the different faces and reconnect with some of the people that I was able to establish relationships with here.
You said you worked the Derby. What did you do as a freshman year?
Well, since we were the football players, we were responsible for helping the people who attended the Derby with their coolers and everything. If they had a cooler that was too heavy, we had to lift those coolers and carry them for them. So it's pretty excited. About 5 or 6 of us, we worked down at a gate off of 4th Street, actually, and it was a great time.
Do you like horses? Do you have a Derby pick this year?
I was actually getting ready to go see a man about a horse now, but I've been able to track horse racing. My coach is my officer coordinator at the Minnesota Vikings, Turner. He's a big horse racing guy, so he was giving me some tips about the horses and everything, and I'm looking forward to furthering my knowledge about the horses.
As you've been in Minneapolis for a year, how about that community?
Well, Minnesota is a wonderful place. They say Minnesota nice, and it speaks volumes because everyone in Minnesota seems to be very nice. And the community, they've accepted me with welcoming arms. The fan support there is amazing. We have to play games outside this year at TCF Bank Stadium, the University of Minnesota Stadium. The fans still show their support. So we're thankful for the fans out there. I'm also thankful for the community. We're very supportive of not only us as football players, but also as human beings also.
Of course, it was a year ago, the NFL draft, you were in that anxious moment. Now you can sit back and watch some of your former teammates. One of those Devontae Parkers being talked about as a potential Viking. What does that mean for you two guys to put back up?
Well, last year around this time, I was sitting home, back in my dorm room on the University of Louisville campus, talking to my roommates and reading. We just tried to piece together, possible scenarios where I could end up. And you never know how the draft is going to work out. That's the crazy thing about it. Last year I was thinking that I was going to end up one place, and early in the draft, and I ended up being the 32nd pick in the first round. So you never know how the draft's going to work out. I tell those guys to enjoy this process. Don't let it stress you out, but it would be pretty a good feeling to reunite with Monte after doing what we did for 3 years here. And he has a tremendous upside, and I wish him nothing but the best.
Do you hope the Vikings take a receiver?
We have all type of needs right now. I don't know which direction we're going to go in, but whoever we draft tonight, even if we do draft someone tonight, I'm just going to be excited.
You gonna be at the track on Derby Day?
Yes, I'll be looking sharp, hopefully.
Won't be in the infield then?
No, not in
You'll be carrying coolers.
No, not this year. My carrying cooler days are over.
Hey, how much did you follow this year, first year of NCC, first year of future?
I followed the Louisville Cardinals a lot this year. The football team, basketball team, but like you said, you're asking about the football team. I was able to follow them a lot since the first game of the season when they played University of Miami. And I know that this is a team, they have a coaching staff who's not going to let them go backwards. I'm excited for those guys. They have a tremendous upside, and this year should be a great year.
You can just what this community feels about you, that they want you to come back and be like, sort of the main celebrity this weekend, the Trayvon parade, of all the people that
Right.
they just kind of, you're kind of on that kind of authority.
Like you said, of all the people they could have picked, they chose me, and I'm honored. There's some great athletes, great celebrities, and great people who come from this community, come from this city in Louisville. And I'm just extremely honored, to be the guy. And I'm going to enjoy this entire day.
So can you envision like that you would want to move back there at some point? I mean, like, you consider a little that like that, would it be your home at some point, or just you ever retire there?
Like I said, Louisville is home. And at some point, hopefully, I do have the opportunity to come back here, and whether it's 20 years from now, or 30 years from now, or 10 years from now, I do plan on settling down somewhere, whether it's in Louisville or just around the area. It was a great, like I said, I had a great 3 years here, and I would just love to come back. Hopefully, I can run for mayor or something.
With so many of your teammates waiting draft decisions, what is it like for those guys right now? And you give them any kind of advice? You hearing from any of those guys?
Well, I can tell you one thing, it's very stressful for those guys right now because they're all sitting home, for one, waiting to hear the name called, but also trying to see what team is going to call their name, what team needs what position. And like I said, you never know how this draft works out. But my message to those guys is enjoy this process. It's a once in a lifetime deal. For Devontae, he's attending the draft. I told him, just listen, whatever happens on that day, at least you got to live through this experience. And for the guys who aren't attending the draft, I just tell them to have patience. Don't try to overthink it. When the team wants you, they're going to call your name. And so I've been just telling those guys to have patience and just enjoy the process.
You bring any fellow Vikings or other football players down with you?
Actually, I didn't this time, but I plan on bringing a couple guys next year and for the future races also, future events. So, this year I just came with my family, my agent, and my advisor. Thank you.